Hello everyone, today we are going to present our project for PSDA. The topic of our project is reading habits among UTM-JV students. There are 4 objectives for this project. The first objective is to study time spent by UTM students on reading, and the second one is to study the amount of money spent by UTM students on reading. And the third one is to study the utilization level of libraries by UTM students. And for the last one is to study factors that hinder students from reading, such as lack of motivation, lack of free time, lack of reading material, and preference of students to do other leisure activities than reading. And the next part I'm going to present is methodology. The method we use to collect data is through online survey using Google Form. The target of our respondents is UTM-JV students. In this survey, the respondents are required to answer questions such as their gender, faculty, and questions related to the objective of the project, such as length of time spent on reading, amount of money spent on reading, number of times going to the library in the week, number of books borrowed from the library in a week, and also the factors that hinder students from reading. The method we use to distribute the good survey form is using social media such as WhatsApp and WeChat. Besides that, we also use R programming and graphical presentation to analyze the collected data.
Next, we will explain about all the details of the graph, adjustment, and addition. First, we will describe about pie chart. We have produced the pie chart, which the first pie chart is about the gender, and the second pie chart is about which faculty the respondents belongs to. From our result, out of 51 respondents, we got 30 male students and 21 female students. We have majority students from Faculty of Engineering, which is 25 students, 10 students from Faculty of Science, and 4 students from other faculties.
Next is about the stem and leaf plot. We investigate about how long the students spend to read for each time. As a conclusion, majority of UTM students spend 30 minutes to read for each time, as we believe that most of the students only can concentrate on reading for 30 minutes. Next, we will discuss about box plot. The title of box plot is same with the stem and leaf plot, which is about how many minutes did the students spend on reading. Based on the plot, the first quarter is 30 minutes, the median is 45 minutes, and the third quarter is 90 minutes. There are 2 outliers in this graph, which are 200 minutes and 240 minutes.
Now we will proceed to frequency distribution table. Frequency distribution table is about number of times for a UTM student go to the library in a week. We investigate most of the students, which are 27 students, did not go to the library or not more than 2 times in a week because utilization level of UTM's library is quite low. Furthermore, the title of that is same as frequency distribution table, which is how many times did students go to the library in a week. The difference is the frequency distribution table is using relative frequency, while OJAC is using cumulative frequency. Then, the bar chart is about the factors that hinder students from reading. Most of the UTM students strongly agree lack of motivation, lack of free time, and preference to do other leisure activity will hinder them from reading. Less UTM students strongly agree lack of reading materials is a factor that hinders students from reading compared to the other factor. Therefore, we found that lack of reading material is not a main factor, as the students believe that UTM library have provided sufficient material for them to read.
Now, we will proceed to histogram. Histogram is about the amount of money that the students spend to buy reading materials per month. In our investigation, majority of students spend 0 to 20 ringgit per month to buy reading materials. This is because there are free resources available in the library. Therefore, students do not have to spend extra money to buy the reading materials. Last, we will explain about the scatter plot. Scatter plot is about the relationship between the number of books from the library and the factors that lack of reading materials hinder the student from reading. From the plot, we found that there are no clear relationship between the 2 axes because different respondents has their own different opinion.
In the discussion part, there are 3 data measurements such as nominal, ordinal, and ratio. The nominal scale is represented by gender and faculty. The ordinal scale is represented by the factors that hinder students from reading, such as lack of motivation, lack of reading materials, lack of free time, and students prefer to have their own respective leisure activities instead of reading. While the ratio scale is represented by the numerical data such as time spending to read in minutes, frequency of students visit the library in a week, number of books they borrow from library, amount of money spent by students on reading materials. The analysis is made by graphs such as Likert scale, scatter plot, Stern and Leaf, histogram, and box plot. The analysis is shown that the majority spend 30 minutes to read. The analysis also shown that there are around 52% of students visit library 0 to 2 times weekly, and 48% of students visit the library more than 2 times. It is related to the factors as lack of motivation to go library, as utilization level of UTM library is quite low for some students to choose their respective reading materials. Besides that, lack of free time to read at library because they prefer to do other leisure activities such as playing video games. From the analysis, there are around 55% of students spend within 20 ringgit on buying reading materials per month, 17% spend 20 ringgit to 40 ringgit, and 13% spend 40 ringgit to 60 ringgit, and the rest above 60 ringgit. The students reduce their expenses on buying reading materials because UTM's library have provided free reading materials available to all students. In the last of the project, we have concluded that the time spent by UTM students on reading is from 30 minutes to 90 minutes, and the majority is 30 minutes. Besides that, we also find out that the amount of money spent by UTM students on reading is 0 ringgit to 20 ringgit. Next, it has been concluded that the utilization level of libraries rated by UTM students are quite low. Last but not least, the main factors that hinder the reading habits are lack of motivation, lack of free time, and students prefer to do other leisure activities such as playing video games.